Air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll buy some time right. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That's on Shaq Mason, the guard. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete to open things up.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And I think the ball's out. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And this one complete to Smith. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Jackson. Johnson's got it complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Space to run past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. To throw, Mayfield. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Love. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Love. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Love. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Patriots are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mayfield on play action. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. puts it on the carpet. It's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, he gets it complete to Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. To throw again is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get some.
It got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. At plays like this, that's exactly why you take a Kyle Pitts with a 4th overall pick. So exciting with the ball in his hands, and he showed it off there.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Now a first down carry for Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now Jackson. Complete. Smith has it. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson on first down. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Here's second and a yard. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. The point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Falcons 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Love. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Love. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Love. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. On first down, here's Love. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
He finds his man complete. That's Love. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bryce Love, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marlon Davidson in there to drop him for a loss on the play. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
Escaping the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Love. Oh, he shifts past him, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll run again with Love on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, it's Love, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Graham. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the interception, Mayfield rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. That's Love. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man. Complete. That's Love. And he's going to be out down inside the 20. The 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Steps away, and his throw is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They go play action. Mayfield out to his left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that CD an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if not, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Play action. Now Jackson. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. On the move to his left. And this one complete to Smith. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 38, Jackson. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back. It's trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I pick up here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Throwing, Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. And they want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Second and 8. Mayfield now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons